DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, this is actually take two. The battery died and just as I was starting with the other one, so I hope you're all well. And today is Sunday and it is coming up to 1 p.m. So I was with Mrs. DC earlier. We just went to have a little visit with the grandkids and well, of course, son of DC and our daughter-in-law. And we had a nice time. Actually, we were there close to 2 hours. We got there a little bit after 10, about an hour and a half. Yeah. And so we didn't stay to eat. We kept the so-called distances, but I'd brought over some cantaloupe style lemon and not lemon, melon, cantaloupe style melon, and some watermelon. The round type over here, actually, they come mostly from Spain, so they're like, round like a soccer ball for those who would. Over here we'd say round like a football, but anyway. And I'd be told football's not round. But anyway, you know what I mean. And had some really nice, very thinly cut ham, kind of like the Parma ham, but it was actually Swiss. It was really, really good. And, breadsticks, stuff like that. And it was nice. Yeah, some time. And things that the kids, at least Michael could eat, and the watermelon stuff and so on. Well, if you take care, Matthew can have a little bit of that. Glass of wine after. I mean, we played around with the kids quite a bit. And then a bit before lunchtime came over. We're going to make a barbecue, but finally, not hungry for it. No, we'll do it later on. Yeah. It's a nice day. It's not overly warm. It is about, let me see. It's about, I'll tell you in a second, it's 18. I'll ask you in just a minute. What is 18 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
That would be 64.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, so that is 64.4 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is actually very nice. I'm just sitting out like that, and it's just it's just the right temperature. It's not too cold. It's not too warm. It is just very, very enjoyable. Yeah. So, how was the week for you guys? Yeah, it's getting kind of on everybody's nerves, aren't we? This whole thing. We're anxious for it to get over. I would have liked to do something this weekend, but I was told basically by the kids and Mrs. DC that we're still a little bit too early in the let loose period. I wanted to have, we've got a second terrace over there, which is covered, so I would have made tables on each side, and we've got two barbecues, so I would have put one on the grounds, and one actually in what I call my barbecue corner over there. But and we could have eaten. I thought we could have eaten separately nicely, but everybody told me we wait. Okay, so we'll wait. Yesterday we had second son of DC. He came over, and we had a beer together. We kept again our distances, and it was a good time. I think we all kind of need to see each other, and video conferences go up to a point, but I mean when you're close enough to actually see each other, I mean really in 3 dimensions, it is kind of nice. Yeah. Oh, I am I've been quite busy this week because I'm still doing the security stuff, and we've been giving out masks for the people, not that they have to wear them, but that they would have them. Now, we had received 100,000 masks from China. I'm talking about work, of course, which are actually seems like a lot. I've mentioned that actually at one time before, but for a company of our size, it wouldn't even go through a month with that. So they're kind of like I almost say our reserve, but we had these 3-layer masks made by local seamstresses, and we received the final ones today. So I've been giving them out like for the last 2 weeks in the different plants and so on, but finished off actually yesterday. So it's, it's a good thing. It's over, done with, and I hope now that we don't have to use them. But today with the grandchildren, when I was around the grandchildren rather close, I did, but didn't at one point. They always say that small kids don't. It's a complicated thing with the small children. But around the bigger ones, we did have the masks, but we kept our distances. We never talk about anything else now. Have you noticed? I was so happy the other day on the news, the evening news, where they were talking about a whole bunch of other things, and I thought like, hey, we must be getting through this darn thing, because the evening news was not only talking about, the coronavirus. And we are down like to 50 some odd people, less than 50 a day, which are getting it. So I think we could say that it's pretty much, I'm not saying it's over because it can come back, but it is way down now. Yeah. Oh. I have been going over actually some of the articles and so on, because for that stuff, because also, when I'm trying to find the next time that I'll be going to Ireland and to get things ready for the next steps over there. Yeah, I had a lot of good contacts, a few contacts this week with the people from Ireland, and it was quite nice to hear from them, but also a bit disconcerting to see that probably nothing's going to happen before the end of this year almost. We had a telephone call last week. It was a fun one at the end of the week on Sunday with friends of ours. Was it Sunday or Saturday? It doesn't really matter. With friends of ours in England. I don't even remember if I talked about it or not. They live in Headington, which is just outside of Oxford. And very good friends of ours. They were the first people we met when we went there. They were our contact people from one church to another, and they took care of us, and we've always been very close to them. It's been like 35 years now, and they're well. They're like probably in their very late 70s or very early 80s. I'd say probably more in their late 70s, and then we were talking about doing church at on a long distance or virtual way, because they were going when we were there, we were in a Brethren assembly, but they're really close to a Baptist church, so we ended up, it was kind of cute. I gotta send them a mail, because we ended up actually going to the same service together again, because we went on the virtual service from the Headington Baptist Church over in Oxford. So we knew that they were as well. So I thought that was really nice. I mean, that basically we're in two countries but doing the service at the same time. And I've said that many times, but we have this service every week also in Florida near Orlando. I think it's called Winter Springs, someplace around Orlando. And that's a... is it? Yeah, it is. I got, when you got something just on the end of your tongue. Willow Creek Presbyterian Church near Orlando. Silver Springs or Winter Springs, something like that. And so we actually had two services last week. Yeah, I was telling Mrs. DC we're more into. We go to church even more now that we don't go to church in a building. Anyway, it is interesting. Okay, coming up to 10 minutes, so I will stop. That may be a vlog another time, to see how people are either moving towards or away from spiritual things in a time of confinement like this. But that would be another chat, and I really don't want to get into it now. It would be a long chat if I wanted to. And since I'm coming up to 10 minutes, I think I definitely should say goodbye to everybody. I can hear Mrs. DC in the background. She said, do your vlog and I'll come out. So I guess she didn't want to be in the vlog this time. So that'll be it. That'll be DC signing off. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.